Hope you guys have an amazing day. Now we are gonna see what is meant by list view. As you guys seen on some applications to display and data of items in a linear way, in a parallel way, we are using the list view. For example, when you enter into a Flipkart, you'll see a list of item display. What our list views are, Android ListView is a view group that is used to display list of items in a multiple rows and contains an adapter that automatically inserts the list of items. The main purpose of adapter is to fetch data from an array or a database and insert each item that placed into the list of desired result. So now we're gonna see how to implement a list view. First we want to create a new project, select an empty activity and change the application name, a project name, what you wish. Here I'm going list view Java. Yeah, we're gonna use the Java language, so I'm just typing as Java. So this is package name. It depends upon how your name of application is. Then select the location which you want to change. Here we can switch the languages, Java, Kotlin. In my case I select Java. So we give finish. Our new project is building. Let us wait for some time. Yeah, now let's see how to implement the list view in Android. First, we need to create a main activity.java, which is created predefined while we are creating a new project. Yeah, here we see, right? You guys know a main activity Java. For beginner, I want to say something to you. What is meant by activity? For beginners, here you guys may have a doubt what is meant by activity. Activity is nothing but a single UI representation of Android application, or by means it also help user to interact with application in simple terms. So next we want to create an activity main.xml. It is also created. Now we want to just implement a list view widgets. By using this list view widgets, the whole list view is gonna display here. We are creating an ID and we are naming it, yeah, list view. Then yeah, here we go. Then we need to create a model class. A short intro about a model class. A model class is typically used to a model data in your application. It may for simply it is like an intermediate class which uses getters and setters and a constructor. For example, you can write a model class that mirrors a database table or a JSON format. For now, it's also having annotation, but we are not doing any annotations here. Here we just creating a class user model.java, a model class for list view adapter. This is gonna act as like a intermediate class. You guys see here, right? User model consists of user ID and username. Yeah, name Java class user model. So it created a public class user model, public integer user ID, and then public string username. So after that we are going to create a constructor, so we're going to call those both. Now we want to implement a getter and setter which used to interlink between a main activity and an adapter class. Yeah, get user ID. So we're gonna able to get an user ID data from an adapter using this. Now set username. Sorry guys, we want to get set an user ID, right? Yeah, delete it. Then set user ID from a main activity or array list which you are adding a data element is added to set. Yeah, so main activity we're gonna Yeah, next we want to create a base adapter. A short intro about a base adapter. Base adapter is a class using which we implement a list view design in a layout. In grid view also we are gonna use base adapter except recycler view. Now the base adapter means, as its name implies, it is a base class for so many concrete class implementation to Android. It is abstract and therefore cannot be directly instantiated. So in it have also a predefined methods where into get item count object, get item and get item id and get view. Here we in get view we gonna implement a in layout inflator. Okay, now we'll see how we gonna build an base adapter. I'm just naming it as a example list view adapter. It get extend to a base adapter. As I told before, base adapter is a class. These are the four predefined methods as we've seen before. Yeah, now we're gonna create an constructor first. We want a contact, so we are typing as a main activity. We are getting a construct from it, an array list, user model, user model, and array list. We are building a constructor now. Yeah, constructor is built successfully. This get item get count, right? Get count. It will returns the size, the total items of items in the list. So array list dot size get item is it returns a list item in a specified position. We want to know which position the particular data is going to be, right? So array list get, for a better understanding, I'm changing I into position. Yeah, and we are returning it position. Okay, here also we are doing the same. It just for your better understanding, even it remains as I, it's not a problem. So here's the main part, which are layouts gonna be, each cell layouts gonna be implemented here. So layout inflator. I guess beginners have a doubt what is meant by layout inflator. Layout inflator is nothing but it's a class used to instantiate a layout XML file into a corresponding view objects. Simply, if you want to say, we have a main activity main.xml, right? The main activity class is extending to an app compact activity to inflating a layout. Now we here doing the same. So item lt, we already create a layout for each cell, the card view and the text. We create also id for the text called txt. Yeah, we have just also implemented a view. Now we're gonna take a widget, a text view widget. I'll show you. Yeah, after implementing a view through a layout inflator, a text view widget using a view, because we are not using any app compact activity extending it, we are just using a layout inflator, right? So text view is equal to, again initializing, we are calling a view from a layout inflator, find view by id. How did that? Sorry, it's not list view, text. Yeah, text, we changed it. And then instantiating the user model. User model is equal to user model declaration, where we are changing again I to position for your better understanding. So position, this particular line is helps us to get on particular data from each position as a list. It's not get item id, it's get item. Just just gonna get the data from an array list, right? So it's get item. We're gonna implement set a text view, set text dot model, get user id, leaving a gap, and model again, get username. That's all. Now we want to return a view. Returning it's not a null, we have a view right now. Now we're gonna create a list of data items using an array list. We also able to do this by fetching a data from an API, REST API. Now we are creating it statically. Array list, new array list, user model, array list dot add new user model. Using the constructor, we're gonna pass it two parameters, an ID and a username. We're gonna duplicate this. Press Ctrl D to duplicate each item. So user ID, change it to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And we're gonna give username. At top, when you guys see, I already created a list view and just declared it using a list view is equal to list view find view by id or dot id list view. Man, you also need to implement few states. Yeah, Shamli. Now we want to return an array list in this method. So array list. The next step we want to do is we want to create an adapter. We already did. We want to pause in context and then array list, and then we want to interconnect adapter to a list view. Example list view adapter which we have created already. Example list view adapter. We are passing the context as main activity and an array list. Generate array list. And then we want to interlink to it this view set adapter. We also able to do in this way, or if you want to write it in a single line, we can also write it as I'll show you. List view set adapter new example list view adapter, pass our context main activity dot this and generate array list. Yeah, all done, all things dead. Base adapter list views done, and our result will be like this. Thank you guys. Come on for more videos, share and subscribe to my channel.